Welcome back for this week's edition of Modern Tech and Transformation. We have a new face with us today, Matt Worley, Vice President of Strategic Accounts. Welcome, Matt.
Welcome. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. It's a pleasure to be able to speak to you today.
Absolutely. And we invited Matt on because he talks to a lot of different tech and business leaders. And we wanted to just see what trends are happening in the market. And Matt has a plethora of experience. So since it's your first time on, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, no, thank you. I have been designing, developing, implementing, and supporting IT solutions for the past, 25 years. Oh my gosh. And have had the pleasure of working with a lot of great customers, a lot of great clients, developing really innovative solutions that have been transformative in their businesses, and really have a passion for working and collaborating with customers, developing solutions that provide differentiated value from a financial and operational perspective. So I started my career 30 years ago, as a financial analyst of all things.
Okay.
I did that for 3 to 4 years. I decided that really wasn't for me. Have a passion for the intersection of technology and business and operations, and started with a systems engineering development program that company offered, became involved in systems analysis, and went to school for a year and a half. I went to school for a year and a half and started working at an internet consultancy. Did that during the internet bubble, and then the bubble burst. And then I changed jobs and went to work for an ICT company where we did retail, commercial, enterprise solutions for major customers, enterprise customers, Fortune 500 customers, and did software development projects, enterprise implementations, set up some offshore development centers, got involved with hardware, software support, did call center management, and then did also field IT operations. So I've been involved in a little bit of every area of the aspect of IT and IT support and solutions.
Well, you're going to have some good insights then.
Yeah, I should.
Okay. So you speak with a lot of business leaders and IT professionals. What are some common trends you're seeing of the challenges in the tech and business world intersection right now?
Sure, it's a really interesting time in technology and in business, right? You've got, number one, the macroeconomic conditions that we're all working under, right? Where there's a lot of trepidation and nervousness around what's going to happen with the economy. Right? Everyone's been waiting for the recession for the past 5 years post-COVID. And everyone's trying to understand, how do we still operate, modernize our legacy IT, and at the same time get ready for this AI revolution that's about to occur, right? And so as we talk to our customers, we are talking to them about really identifying projects that provide a lot of value. I was at a conference recently, and I think someone said that it's what's about to happen. We're on the precipice of hyperbolic change, not exponential change, but hyperbolic change, a change that we can't even comprehend or understand. And that, at the same time, business and customers are really worried about budgets and making sure that they're financially responsible as possible. So we spent a lot of time identifying use cases that provide incremental value while still striving for that hyperbolic value that we need and that we can draw from AI.
No, that's very insightful. I guess I hear very specific things like data, but hearing it from a macroeconomic standpoint and from a broader standpoint, I think is really powerful because, yes, we're unprecedented change with the AI revolution. I think I have a small child, right? I don't know what the world's going to look like. People will be like, what do you want him to do for college? I don't know what that's going to look like in 15 years. So many changes that not only affect business, but our personal lives. So let's hone in on some of these like incremental use cases that you've talked to some customers about and some solutions that we've presented.
Yeah, we're doing some really exciting things. We've talked to one customer, for example, that we sat down with their operational processes and we looked at what are they doing right now? And we mapped that out and we looked for opportunities to utilize and leverage AI to improve those processes. For example, one was around file validation. Now that seems something that's very simple, but was business critical to our customer, right? And at this point, they had almost 30 to 40 people working on that.
Oh, wow.
And they still had an error rate of almost 70%. So exactly, right? Yeah. I mean, it's funny in today's world that they're still having those kind of manual tasks, right? We workshopped with them a few different ideas. We hypothesized with them where we felt that AI could add value. We did a POC with them with our Juno Labs group, and we're able to come up with a solution, and now we're deploying that solution within 3 to 4 months. Right, and those types of things are really exciting, where you look at something very incremental, something that's very basic, and take advantage of AI and its capabilities. And it's easy to translate and communicate back business value to our customer stakeholders.
I love what that Juno Labs team is doing.
Yeah, they're really awesome.
yeah.
It's really amazing.
Every time they demo a new POC, I know as a marketer, like it's very exciting to promote that and put all the collateral and content around it. Have you worked with them on any other POCs that you can share?
Yeah, we're working with them on a few others right
Okay.
now. And that's the great thing about them. They're very nimble. They have the facilities to set up things, activate projects really quickly, and really be able to show results fast. Because of the financial constraints we talked about earlier, customers are a little bit hesitant to take on major initiatives.
Yeah.
So what we're able to do with Juno Labs is take their data, take their existing processes, test those hypotheses, see if that's going to show real results, and then after we can show those real results, put together a project and deploy it really quickly. And I think, and that's one of the great things I love about RTS as well, is that not only do you have that capability, but you also have global delivery capabilities as well.
Absolutely.
Right? And you have a team that's passionate about executing projects and providing value to the customer.
So you're obviously talking to business users and tech users and enterprises about these AI POCs and projects. But last episode, we talked to Musab Jaffrey, who I know you know, about data platforms. So what common data themes are you hearing about out there in the enterprise business world?
Well, obviously during COVID, there was a real focus on modernizing ERP, modernizing legacy systems, and moving those systems and that data into the cloud. And in a lot of cases, that data wasn't managed properly, or they didn't really understand it from how strategic that it would be in the near future. Particularly, it's going to be the foundation for AI, right? And making sure that you've got the right data in the right places to be able to execute AI. I know I hear this a lot around here. Garbage in, garbage out.
Yes.
Right? And ensuring that that data is clean and can be used is absolutely essential for those AI projects and the Juno team to be able to execute properly, right? So one thing that we've been doing is looking at organizations, looking at where their data is located, looking at how it's managed, looking to see, do they have the proper procedures in place, protocols in place, and then ensuring that we can help set up those factories and those standards. And then once we set that up, be able to execute on that data.
Okay, great. Yeah, I like the Salesforce commercials where they're like data, the new gold, and they have Matthew McConaughey in them.
Yeah, well,
So,
you can't beat Matthew McConaughey.
exactly,
Right?
exactly. And to wrap up, the last trend I've heard about, and I'm sure you've heard about it too, the talent gap with some of these newer technologies. Talk about what you've heard about that, where the major gaps are, and solving for those.
Yeah, no, that's a huge issue that everyone has, right? I think that's something that, again, RTS is very equipped to be able to handle and be able to manage. They do an extraordinary job of having resources with the right technologies, the most innovative technologies on staff and readily available to help support our customers. I know it is really hard. It's a very competitive market out there right now, and making sure that you have that. There's new technologies coming out all the time, right? And new standards coming out all the time. So making sure that you have the right training in place and you have the right teams in place to be able to provide those staffing gaps is absolutely critical and essential. And we'll work with our customers very closely to address that.
Have there been any skill gaps that you think are harder to find than others right now?
Right now, obviously, you hear AI and making sure that that we have the right people in place to be able to do that, because it is new, right, from an execution operational perspective. But I think from experience here, I have not seen that as an issue, right? I mean, I think we've got a huge team in place. We've made very strategic investments, and that's one of the reasons I'm so excited to be a part of RTS is the investments they've made and making sure that while we can help modernize and address legacy systems, at the same time, we're prepared to have the right team in place to be able to take you to the next stage, which is AI enablement and operationalizing AI and ML.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Very exciting.
The team here, I love the work they're doing. Matt, thank you. You've given us a lot of good information today, and I appreciate you coming to talk to us. I'm sure we'll see you again.
Thank you very much. It was great.
Good.
and relatively painless.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, and we'll see you all next week.